Are you just starting out with van life and not sure what you might need? Keep watching and I'll share with you what we feel are our essential items. To our horror, we found out during the making of this video our carbon monoxide alarm was potentially dangerous, so keep watching to check yours. Thanks for watching our video, and as always, if you have any questions or feedback, please pop them in the comments below. If you find the video useful, please like, share and consider subscribing. Some of the topics of this video have potential safety implications for you and your van. Although I have experience of van life, I'm not a professional van builder, and any information I share is purely my opinion. What you choose to install and how you install it is entirely your choice, and it's your responsibility to ensure it's safe. Something most of us will use is electricity, whether it's when you're at home, at a friend's home or on a campsite. Here are a few things that we use to stay safe when connecting to electricity. Your first item is obviously your standard connection lead. Across Europe, some sites have pitches that are a long way from the connection point, so having a couple of cables you can join together to make a long cable can be helpful. When you're connecting at home, you'll need an adapter like this to plug into a standard 13 amp socket. In Europe, it's essential to have an adapter for their local sockets, as even some campsites have these rather than the Euro plugs. Once we're connected up, we always use this simple mains tester. On this one, 3 lights indicate everything is okay, which would show if there's no earth or any problem with the polarity. You can find on European campsites, live and neutral can be reversed. To correct this, you either need to rewire your adapter, or we've made up this adapter which you can just plug straight in to correct it. A fire in your van would be a very dangerous scenario, so being prepared could save your van and your life. As well as a smoke alarm for early warning, we carry a couple of different extinguishers and a fire blanket. We'll be doing a more detailed video on fire protection and prevention in the future, and why we choose the extinguishers we have. So hit subscribe if you don't want to miss it. If you've got any equipment in your van that uses combustion, be it gas, diesel or wood, then having a carbon monoxide alarm is a really smart thing to do. Carbon monoxide is a colourless and odourless gas, making its presence really difficult to detect. It's formed when fuels are burned, and the CO inhibits the ability for red blood cells to absorb oxygen effectively, so it can lead to brain injury and death. Ventilation is key to preventing a build-up of CO, and a cheap and readily available CO alarm will keep you aware and, importantly, wake you up if the CO level gets too high. Worryingly, during the making of this video, we found out that the CO alarm we had in our van had failed independent tests, along with a number of other types which you can see here. So we strongly recommend avoiding and replacing these. We've now replaced ours with one that was recommended in those independent tests, and you can see some others that were successfully tested here. A comfortable night's sleep could depend on being able to keep your bed level. It's also a lot easier to cook and live when you're not on a slope. Our first helper here is a cheap and simple spirit level, so that we can easily see how level we are. By having this mounted in the cab, we can try and position the van as level as possible without assistance. If we can't get level enough, that's where our set of wheel ramps come in to get the van level. Two boisterous kids jumping around and the effects of high winds on the side of our van can sometimes make it feel like we're on a ship. So if we are staying in one place for a while, we use a couple of adjustable jacks to stop the van rocking and keep things stable. Keeping the heat in during winter and the heat out during summer, reducing condensation and giving us privacy makes windscreen covers for us an essential item. Glass windows aren't great at providing insulation or privacy. We've tried internal and external windscreen covers and found the external ones to be much better for us. You can see how much more effective they are in our thermal imaging video, which you can click up here to see. We found them much better at preventing condensation. Yes, they can be slightly more inconvenient to put on, and if they're wet we pack them away into a waterproof bag if you've not got a chance to dry them straight away, but for us they're worth it. That's it for part 1. Look out for part 2 with even more essential items coming soon. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it.